Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball here on WJTS 18. I'm Kurt Guxel, filling in for Craig Schneider tonight, along with Jason Stamm and cameraman Jeremy Marcos. The Jasper Wildcats 8-2 on the season, entertaining the 9-2 Washington Hatchets in a key Big 8 conference game. Jason, the Wildcats playing awfully well. They've reeled off 5 straight wins. What has been the key to their success here recently?
Well, I think, if you talk to Coach Gable, I think the biggest thing he's been stressing is defense. We've been playing defense real well the last couple of games. Haven't been shooting the ball real well, but our defense is what's kept us in the games and allowed us to win a few of those games. Obviously the part of the schedule we're getting into now is definitely the tougher part of the schedule. We've got this game coming up. We've got Forest Park. We've got New Albany. We've just got some tough games coming road ahead of us. But, if you keep playing defense, defense keeps you in games.
No doubt about it. The Wildcats here against the Hatchets, who've played awfully well. They have lost to Bar Reeve and also to Heritage Hills last week. The Patriots won 81-59 to avenge their lone setback that Heritage Hills had last year in the regular season. The Cats coming off that Mount Vernon game. The Mount Vernon Wildcats have had their struggles. Wildcats able to take care of that. This series awfully even in the last 35 years. The Wildcats own an 18-16 advantage. The Wildcats won at Hatchet House last January, 53-46, the first of 2 this weekend for the Cats. Coming up on Sunday, or actually Saturday, you'll see it Sunday at 1 on 18. The Southridge Raiders entertain Jasper at Huntingburg Memorial Gym Saturday night at 7:30. We'll take a look at the starting lineups tonight for the Wildcats and the Hatchets. Grant Niehaus will start for the Hatchets, a 6'2 senior. He's the guy that makes them go. Kiana Jones, a 6-foot senior as well. Logan Reister, a 6'1 sophomore, in the lineup, along with Kyle Mann, a 6'1 senior, and Lance Roach, a 6'3 senior. The Hatchets have had some injury problems this season. Gene Miller, in his 15th season at the helm of the Hatchets, 238 and 107, and an amazing 45 years overall. I can't imagine doing anything for 45 years, much less putting up with high school kids and perhaps their parents. But Coach Miller, one of the stalwarts of Indiana basketball, he is 706 and 335 in those 45 years at Kankakee Valley, Vincennes Lincoln, Lafayette Jeff, and then came back out of basketball retirement once he left Jeff to take over the Washington Hatchets. The lineup for the Jasper Wildcats tonight: Carter Stamm, a 6-foot senior, along with Jackson Cabrick, a 6'2 senior, Caleb Berger, a 5'8 junior, Elliot Hope, a 6'2 senior, and Quentin Harmon, the 6'6 senior. John Gable, in his already 13th year at the controls of the Wildcats, 172 up and 115 down. Overall, with his stint at Mater Dei, including a state championship, John 258 up and 152 down. Jason Allbrand, Jeremy Wolf, Cam Harris, and Caleb Begley, his assistant coaches. And again, Gene Miller, he was coaching when he was the coach at Lincoln when you played as a senior. That's amazing. We're all getting old, but Coach Miller, it seems like he's just stayed the same from then until now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and the way he looks, Kurt, he doesn't look any different nowadays than what he did when I was playing. And that was a long time ago.
Just a great guy, and he talked about it. He goes, I may be the silliest or the dumbest coach in the world. I've taken over programs after state championships twice. He took over for Gunnar Wyman after the 81 Lincoln championship and took over for Dave Ulmer after the Hatchets won their first one when Luke Zeller threw in that long bomb to beat Plymouth. So the center stripe is the main focus here right now, as Harmon and also Roach will jump it up at the center stripe. The Wildcats in the home standing white, and the Cats will control the tip-off. Washington awfully stingy defensively as they come out here, as Carter throws it across the back line to Berger, and the Wildcats will throw it around the horn. See what they do to attack this defense. Cabrick in the corner, back to Berger. Hatchets look pretty active, little zone look, I guess.
Yeah, 1-2-2, something like that.
But they're moving so fast, sometimes you really can't tell. As Carter fumbled it, got it back to Berger, but the ball knocked away by the Hatchets, and I believe we're going to have a personal foul.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that's away from the basket, so that's good for the Wildcats here. Again, winners of 5 straight. Jones got it for the Hatchets, his first, team's first, and the Cats will bring it in. Sideline out of bounds.
And, we've talked as the games have progressed, we've struggled against zone defenses with our outside shooting. So, it's no surprise that, Washington doesn't come out into that. That's a decent shot.
Yeah.
We've got to knock those shots down tonight if we're going to have a chance.
The Hatchets on the attack. Here comes Niehaus down the lane. Looked like a walk and a late whistle. Saw that from up here. As you'll see Grant Niehaus, he's one of the better guards in Southwestern Indiana. He likes to turn the corner and get to the rim. They'll set a lot of screens for him as well. So we have no score here. 7:03 to go. First quarter. Kurt Guxall, Jason Stamm, as Jasper and Washington embark in a big 8-conference affair. They get it down low. Wildcats with Hofi missed the point-blank range shot. Weak side rebound is up and around the rim and in.
Quentin Harmon did a good job rebounding on the backside there and was able to get it and put it back in for the bucket.
This Hatchet team, they play about 5 or 6 guys, and that's it. Roach in the short corner right side. They swing at top of the circle down the lane. They try to just get inside and get to the corners. That's shot by Reister from the corner, and he rattles it home for 3. So the Hatchets lead 3-2. Cats on the other end here. Jackson Cabrick. They whip it around the outside. Berger again, they're going to, as Jason said, try to get some decent shots against that zone, try to get somebody to the middle of that zone. Now they go short corner, which is also a good place to work. Long jumper in the corner by Berger off the back rim. Harmon got the rebound. They do good ball movement. Again, short corner. That's Elliot Hof. He fires no good. Jason Katz getting good shots, just can't knock him down early.
They are. He traveled.
Yeah, another travel.
We're getting the shots again, Kurt, but, it's a repeat of the last few games. We're just not hitting them. And it's not a matter of who's shooting them. It's just, it's not like we've got 1 or 2 guys that's not hitting their shots. We have basically the whole group that's not shooting. I don't know what our percentage is, but it's not very good.
And you turn on basketball, college, NBA, high school, sometimes it's just a miss or make proposition. Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't, and that's usually how you win or lose games.
That's exactly right.
Indiana's finding that out in the college level.
Oh, boy.
Getting good shots now down low, and Hope puts it up and in. Good pass.
And that's what we got to do there is, move the ball on the outside, but we can't forget about the perimeter, and we've done a pretty good job of that tonight so far is to move the ball and get it inside.
Hatchet's on the other end, and Kyle Mann knocks down the 3, so they get the ball and shoot that 3. Berger in the corner loads it up. Carter loads it up, and it's a...
I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, I didn't either because it wasn't Carter that traveled. So maybe away from the ball or something. Well, no foul.
I don't know.
I didn't even hear a whistle, actually.
I didn't either. I don't know whether they called Cabrick for a travel or what they called there. But
the Hatchets.
The other way, Kurt, too, is one way to beat a zone is to run your transition. Get the ball down the floor. Don't let the defense have the opportunity to set up. And that's one thing, I look for us to try to do some tonight.
Berger got that foul trying to fight through a screen. You're right. Try to beat the Hatchets down the floor and get some baskets in transition. Mann with the Hatchets leading 6-4 on a curl move to Niehaus, and he rattles it home. And they're in rhythm. They're hitting their shots here early, and it's 8-4 Washington, 4:54 to go opening stanza. Cats with it. Carter Stamm on the right side here.
We got to stay patient, move the ball, look inside, pass it around. We can't panic because our shots aren't falling, but see, we're not flashing enough inside.
Carter shot fake into the corner. Berger, he's got a wide open triple. It clanks off the rim, no good. Roach down with the rebound. And again, Jasper getting good shots, and here comes Washington on the push.
We're going to have to look at something different because obviously right now we're not hitting those shots. So
screen for Niehaus with about 2 guys. They whip it around the outside. Hatchets were not bashful from 3. This one by Niehaus off the back rim, but they scramble for the rebound. Mann steps inside the line from 17 to right side. No good. Berger battles for the rebound. Picks it out of there in front of the Wildcat bench. Jasper down 8-4. Jasper with it. Jackson in the lane. Wild shot, no good. And the Wildcats try to get back on defense. Here come the Hatchets. They try to beat you as well down the floor. Reister, the man, he just try to get Niehaus involved. He hits the floor. Jones gets it to Roach. Free throw line, 15-foot jumper around the rim, no. Rebounded by Berger, and the Cats have it. Cabrick down the right side in front of the Washington bench. Jasper down 8-4. They work it around the perimeter, trying to get him a shot. Kick it back in the corner. Good ball movement. Berger slices the lane. Ball tipped away, and Washington comes up with it. Can't turn the ball over in a game like this because Washington shoots a really good percentage from the floor, and they've started off doing that here tonight. Now a collision between Harmon and Jones. Good whistle there, no call.
Yeah.
Ball goes out of bounds as Ernie will come into the game. Replace Berger here. Jasper down 8-4. Hatchet's got an end zone out of bounds play here. Jones at the volleyball line for the Hatchets. Out to Mann. He dives to the elbow. Off to Roach. He's not bashful from 15. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Cats. Harmon gets it out of there to Cabrick. Cabrick to Stom. He'll fire a three. Left wing off the rim, no good. Long rebound into the Washington student section, which is very good. It's out of bounds back to the Wildcats. Jasper has a good student section as well. Pretty good. I didn't know how good it was going to be, but now it's really filled in.
It's a nice crowd here tonight, Kurt. They, like you said, it's filled in pretty nicely after the JV game was over there, and Jasper's got a nice student section. So does Washington.
Another three in the corner, no good. Rebounded inside by the Cats. Put back is up and good by Harmon. So Harmon with 4. Goodhue into the game as well for the Cats.
I'd like to see us, Kurt, kind of quit settling for all these threes, and when you get the ball out there, try a shot fake and let's go to the basket. Just like that right there. Attack the basket, look to get fouled or get a layup.
One more extra pass will get you something even better.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're not open on those threes, but one more pass, one more opportunity. Now Jones will be at the line for the Hatchets. It's 8-6 Washington. The foul will go against Harmon for the Cats.
And the fact that you're not hitting those outside shots, that's got to play into it a lot.
Free throw no good by Keona Jones. He's played awfully well for the Hatchets. Again, they will go 5 or 6 deep. That's it. And I saw them earlier against Southridge. They went with 6 guys, and the 6th guy came in with 20 seconds left in the game because somebody fouled out. Jones again. They're always in good shape. They run a lot during the preseason as Jones hits 1 out of 2. It's 9-6 Hatchets, 2:15 to go first quarter. Jasper with the basketball. Ernie goes short corner to Goodhue. That's good action right there, but just got to move that ball a little faster. They get it inside to a flash. Now out to Cabrick, turns the corner. Little floater in the lane is good.
That's better. He could have settled for the 3, but he didn't. He attacked the basket. That's what we need to do more often, I think.
9-8, the Wildcats on top, a trail by 1. The Hatchets on top, 9-8. Keona Jones, the Niehaus, pretty good look. He clanks it off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Harmon, and now Cabrick. Cabrick penetrates in transition. Another one of those floaters, and he got to the rim again.
And that's what we're talking about there. You beat them down the floor. Don't let them get that zone set up. Attack the basket, and that's what Jackson did there.
Hatchets, again, not bashful from distance, and this time it's Jones with their 3rd 3 of the night. He's got 4, and it's 12-10. Carter goes out deep, a little flare screen for Cabrick on the left side here. Washington trying to get out to those shooters. Cabrick loads one up, no good. Weak side rebound in there by Goodhue.
Nice pass.
Cross lane shot is up and good by Harmon, and he'll have an and 1.
That was a very nice job by Goodhue. Got that rebound on the backside. When you shoot a long shot, long 3 like that, that's, a lot of times they forget about the guy on the backside, and that's where he was at, and made an excellent pass to Harmon for the bucket.
Harmon could have a big game. Goodhue as well. They're not very big as well. Roach is their tallest guy at 6'3". He picks up the foul. Elliott Hof ready to check back in. He won't now because of the missed free throw by Harmon, but we're tied at 12. Cats nearly steal it away. A scramble. Now they got some numbers inside. A little scoop by Jones, blocked into the Wildcat student section and out of bounds as Hof comes in for the Cats. He'll replace Harmon here. Under a minute to play first quarter. We're tied at 12 here on 18 WJTS. Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday morning. Later on tonight, Cats and Raiders at Huntingburg Memorial Gym. They hand back to Niehaus. Into the corner, another three by Mann. He hit it again. That's 4 triples for the Hatchets.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit better job of paying attention to those guys out there shooting.
They just spread you out and try to get those threes. Elliott Hof. They go into the corner. Baseline drive, look like some contact. Cats trying to fight inside. Get it out to Goodhue with 25 seconds to go. Lob it out front to Cabrick. Cats can hold for one. Hatchets have the ball to start the second quarter. Ernie out of Cabrick. Outside to Carter Stamm. Whips it in the corner. They set a screen for Cabrick. He loads it up. No good. Rebound scrap 4 inside. Hatchets pull it out of there. And they've got a run out here to end the quarter. And a layup is up and good. Cats didn't get back. And Roach, their big man, is back defensively as the ball is fired up at the horn as I was looking down at my sheet. Hatchets after one, 17-12 here at the break. Jason I'll step aside. We'll have more Wildcat basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to JHS. We get ready for the second quarter. Hatchets on top, 17-12.
Oh, there's
now
a nice steal.
Cats get a steal inside.
That boy Jackson
gets the layup. That's a good way to start the second quarter.
That is. That's basically stealing the inbounds pass like that. That's like a possession like we had the ball to start the quarter.
No doubt. You'll get it at the next jump ball. They go out to Keanu Jones. He fires up the three, no good. Harmon gets the rebound. Nice transition by the Cats. Berger left block, forces it up, couldn't get the shot to fall. Hatchets get the rebound, leading 17-14. Just underway, second quarter here at JHS. Two really good teams going at it. Top of the circle, Niehaus loads one up. He misses. Rebounded by Cabrick. A long rebound. He got back tapped by Reister. Nobody told him he was coming, but Reister knocked it away from his own bucket.
Well, luckily, Kurt, in this game, Niehaus isn't doing the scoring that he normally does. Everybody else is. If he'd be scoring like he normally does, we'd really be in trouble.
Yeah, he's setting up a lot of guys for open shots, and they have hit him.
Yeah, they have.
Harmon with it for the Cats. Right elbow. He has the ball knocked away, and the Hatchets got a run out. Jones right side. Good defense by Cabrick, stopping an easy two right there.
That's good hustle. You know, you don't want to give up on it and let them have the easy uncontested layup. Jackson did a good job of getting back and deflected it. Now they've got to play half-court defense.
So the Hatchets bring it into Roach. Washington leads 17-14. Reister on the deep left wing. Again, they're all perimeter. Roach will fight inside. Wide open Jones in the corner. That one's in and out, no good. Cats fortunate there. He had a good open look.
They've got nobody to rebound when they take those shots, though, if you noticed. I mean, they've got all the guys on the perimeter, and like you said earlier, they don't have a lot of size, and it's usually one and done for them.
Yeah, they're just more interested in dropping back defensively and not giving up transition baskets if they don't hit the initial shot.
Yeah.
Jasper down three. A little mishandle of the basketball for the Wildcats, and they turn it over. And Washington on the attack once again. Mann drives it into the forecourt. Works against Cabrick. Goes to Roach, top of the circle, back out, shot fake. Jones dives into the lane against Harmon, forces it up. Good defense by the Cats. And Berger quickly down the left side with Jasper down three. Harmon with it into the corner. Jasper kicks it out into the corner now to Berger.
That's good patience. You don't have to shoot the first open shot you've got.
Cabrick loads up an NBA three, missed it badly from the right wing. And the Hatchets have it.
Well, there's a
throw it away.
We'll take that.
Yep.
Jasper's playing, and I don't know. I know I'm talking with Carter this week. You know, they said they've been working on some different defenses for Washington, and without getting into it too deep, but they're kind of taking Niehaus and trying to face guard him or guard him man up, and the rest of them are kind of running a jump and switch and I don't want to say a zone, but it's sort of like that.
Right.
So I think that's why it took them a little bit of an adjustment. That's why they got a couple of those open looks to start the game off with the threes. So hopefully that we can get this figured out a little bit better.
Ball kicked on the wing. Reese Day has entered the lineup in the last couple of possessions. 17-14, Cats down with 5:38 to go in the second quarter. Jasper with it offensively.
Here's where we really got to be careful because we don't have a true point guard in there.
Into the corner, long distance jumper again, no good. But Harmon down with the rebound, and he sachets through the lane and gets whistled for the travel. Jasper fans don't like it, but the Hatchets will get it back. Cabrick back into the game. Day will take a seat. Again, the Hatchets have not substituted. We talked about that earlier. His man gets it into the backcourt, leaves it off for Niehaus. They set a ball screen for him. He comes off the top of it to the elbow. Good scrambling defense by the Cats, shutting him down. Niehaus gets it back. Hook pass nicely inside. Blocked away by Jasper on the shot by Jones. Good recovery. And Carter brings it down the right side. He's in a trap in the corner. Needs to get it out of there. He does. Gets it inside. Layup no good. Cats had a good opportunity there, and the Hatchets clear the rebound. Niehaus down the left side, gets to the baseline, forces it up, no good. Scramble for the rebound. This one tipped out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Cats.
Well, I do have to say this, Kurt, the officials are letting them play.
Yes, they are.
They're not calling the little body up, tic-tac stuff. I mean, they're letting them get in there and bang, which, you know, as a player, you know, by now you've got to be able to figure that out and adjust to it and be ready to take your lumps in this game.
Yeah, use it to your advantage as well.
That's right.
Berger. Now Cabrick, Cats down 3. Cabrick reverses the basketball to Berger. Out to Cabrick. Berger top of the point, thought about the shot. Again, they're working it around the perimeter and trying to find something offensively here.
We need to get a little more inside game going.
Left elbow, shot is up, no good. Rebound inside Cats, cross lane, shot is up and put in by Harmon.
Nice pass by Caleb, found Harmon on that, and Harmon finished it.
Now the Hatchets don't know the ball's coming. His man threw it right to Jones, who wasn't looking, and it went right off his head and out of bounds with 3:59 to go in the first half. We've got a timeout on the floor. 17-16 Cats. It's a 30. We'll keep it here with 3:59 to go in the first half. And again, without hitting the outside shots, Jasper probably fortunate just to be down 1, especially with Washington hitting the 4 threes themselves.
Oh, there's no doubt. You know, we're not shooting well, and Washington is. Washington uncharacteristically has had a couple of unforced turnovers where they've thrown the ball to guys that aren't paying attention, just like what happened there. You know, and I guarantee you down there in that Washington huddle right now, Gene Miller's not very happy with those guys because of those unforced turnovers. We've got to turn around and take advantage of it and go down here and get some baskets off of those turnovers.
As you watch this morning, Jasper will play Southridge tonight at 7:30. You can see it Sunday afternoon at 1. I'll have the game with John Schneider. It'll be a simulcast on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Looking always forward to Jasper and Southridge, their lone meeting of the season, which is sad. Cats lose control of the basketball but pick it back up. Berger in the corner. They go out to Hof. They work it in the corner. Nice shot fake by Carter. Takes it inside, puts it up, and he's whistled for the charge as Jones slid in there to take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really tell much about it, whether it was or not, but
yeah, we're about as far away from that as we could possibly be in the opposite corner.
Yeah, and the official was right on top of it. So
John Gable pleading his case. Hatchets lead by 1, 17-16. Niehaus comes off the high side of that screen. They go opposite. Jones, 3 in the air. This one rolled off. Hatchets in the last couple possessions been a little cooler than they had been to start the game.
Yeah, it's a good thing, too.
Yes. Harmon goes to Berger in front of the Hatchet bench. 3:15 to play in the half. Hatchets up 17-16. Or 17-16. I was looking at that scoreboard in the end zone that was blocked by a pole. It looks like a 15 in there. But it's 17-16. Hove gets it in the baseline. Looks like he's going to take it up and recycles and brings it back out. He had the back line to Cabrick.
He had the opportunity there to turn and ball fake and go to the hole, but he didn't. He elected to bring it back out.
Yeah, he and Harmon could have big games inside as Berger forces it up. Luckily, he didn't get a charge call. They play on there. Hatchet short corner to Roach. He has it now, drives it into the right block area, puts it up and missed it. Now back out. Jones had his shot blocked away. They scramble for it, and the Hatchets get it over and back. And Gene Miller's not happy because that ball was tipped, or at least he thought of the block.
It looked like it could have been tipped, Kurt, but it almost looked like the guy had control of it and passed it. So yeah. I don't know. Again, from our vantage point, it wasn't easy to tell.
Yes.
And it was right in front of the official that made the call. So,
but the Washington guy did the right thing. He went and got it.
Yeah.
Because that would have led to a Jasper fast break if he would have just let the officiating rule it and they didn't call it. So Jasper down 1 with 2:24 to go in the half. Cabrick, Harmon on a curl at the dotted line area, or what used to be the dotted line area. He misses it. And Roach, Cats have had several one-and-dones here on the offensive end. Niehaus the other way. Nice pass. He draws so much attention, but Jones blew the layup. Fortunately for the Cats, and here comes Cabrick into high gear. Floater up off the glass, and good. All of Cabrick's points have come on that runner.
Yeah, they have. And you know, and the good thing about that is Curdy's attacking the basket.
Yes.
And that's when Jackson's at his best, is when he attacks the rim.
Jones with it. Out front goes to Reister. 1:43 to go. Jasper up 18-17 here in the first half. Roach a shot, no good. We've got a whistle, and it goes out of bounds. I think they're discussing a through the back. Well, I think one official had the through the back. The other one just had it going out of bounds, I think.
I think they did the right thing. They got together on it and see what they come up with.
And that's going to be a foul as they go to the table.
Foul on Hof, I believe. Maybe.
Yeah, going to give it to Carter Stom. So Goodhue back in. Hof will take a seat. That's Carter's second.
I don't know about that foul because he wasn't nowhere.
I didn't think he was in the vicinity. Maybe, it should have been 23 instead of 13. But so Elliott's going to come right back in, and Carter Stom will take a seat with those two personals. 1:38 to go first half. Cats have grabbed the lead. Both teams have slowed down offensively here in this second quarter. Hatchets bring it in. They bring in Gray, so that's their sixth man that they'll use tonight. Or excuse me, Gear. He gets it in the corner to Reister. He can't do anything. He has it in the corner. Flips it across the court to Gear. Gear at the top of the circle. Out to Reister. He pulls up inside the line. Tries to go to Niehaus, and the ball knocked away by the Cats. Boy, they really try to get the ball to Niehaus at all costs.
Yeah, they do. Their offense definitely all operates through him.
And and if he's double teamed, then he makes those nice passes that they were unfortunate enough to not make. Fortunate for the Cats. Now Jackson Cabrick kicks it on the inbound play.
From what I've seen with Grant Niehaus, he's a very unselfish player.
Yes.
He's a very, very good teammate because he does, like you said, penetrate and looks to pass to his teammates.
18-17. Jasper on top. 1:16 to go first half. Niehaus with it. Out front against Berger. Draws the double team. Gear in the corner. Loads it up. No good. Rebound tipped. Cats bring it out of there. Goodhue got it to Cabrick. Jasper on the attack. There goes Cabrick attacking the basket. Left this one short. Long rebound. Run down by Jackson. Followed his own miss.
We need to be patient here. We got the lead in the quarter.
Cabrick outfights the defender for the ball. Pulls up. Baseline. Now Jackson gets it back. Big jump stop in the lane and scores. He gets his 10th point. Again, all on pull-ups, either in the half court or in transition. Jasper up 3, 20-17. Hatchets attack that basket with the Jasper student section in it and here in the first half. 20-17 our score. Hatchets down 3, perhaps holding for the last second shot here in the half.
Yeah, I would say so.
Hatchets led for much of this ball game. Gear with it. Berger all over Niehaus. They run him off a screen. Niehaus gets it, goes baseline, pulls up from 15 and got it. And they run that to perfection. They ran him off a couple of staggered screens, and Niehaus only gets his 4th point, though. We talked about that earlier. Yeah. The Hatchets cut it to a 1-point cushion here at the half, 2019. Again, despite the shooting troubles for the Cats, they stay in it with some pretty good defense in the second quarter as Washington got cold.
Yeah, they did. Like we talked earlier, if they would have kept shooting the way they were shooting the first quarter, we'd have been in a peck of trouble. But, they obviously cooled off a little bit, and you know, we were able to take advantage of that and you know, get back in the game and take the lead a little bit. So,
yeah, 2019 here at the intermission. Jason and I will step aside. We'll come back. We'll have the second half. Jasper and Washington with the Cats up 2019. This is high school basketball and Jasper basketball on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to Wildcat basketball here on 18 WJTS. Again, later on tonight, Jasper and Southridge in a 7:30 tip at Memorial Gym. You'll see it Sunday at 1 here on 18. Here at the half, Jasper leads Washington 20-19. Jason, the Wildcat defense held Washington just to one field goal in the second quarter. It's been kind of a tale. Washington got hot early and kind of cooled down in the second quarter. That's why we got a one-point game, because you know, Jasper has had trouble hitting from the outside as well. So I'm sure they've talked about some things, and it's been a fast-moving first half, a low-scoring first half, and not much stoppage. No team was in the bonus.
Yeah, it was a very quick moving half, and you know, like you said, Kurt, you know, coming out of the halftime, you'll see what coaches, you know, what adjustments both of them made, because I'm sure both of them, you know, going to look to do some different things here in the second half. So,
well, the Cats will drop it in here, and we're underway here in the second half. Jasper with it, Stom out to Kabrick. They look inside for Harmon. It's this Hatchet scrambling defense. Berger with one bounce to Hof. Into the corner to Stom. Stom works against Roach. One dribble back to Kabrick. Then throwing that ball around the outside with a 1-point lead here to start the third quarter.
I'd like to get about a 6 or 8 point lead and then, you know, do this, just run the clock.
Now, as we talk about the lack of whistles, we have one in the first 30 seconds of the second half. Some hand fighting inside. It's going to go against the Hatchets. It's going to go against Roach, his second. Kabrick led the Cats with 10 first half points, 6 for Mann on 2 3-pointers for the Hatchets. Washington knocked down 4 threes in that first half. The Cats did not connect on a triple. End zone out of bounds play here for Jasper. Jackson Kabrick will throw it in. Get it in on a ball dive to Harmon. He falls away from the basket, couldn't get the roll. Kabrick got the rebound, and the Cats bring it back out and reset the offense. Berger against that 2-3 out front for Washington. Now to Carter Stom on the deep left wing. Harmon with it, looks left, goes right, now to Kabrick. Kabrick with the basketball into the corner to Elliott Hof here
right
on
there,
the near side.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that cut right there is open. Right. They've got to finish that. I mean, you know, we've had, again tonight, Kurt, we've had opportunities, we've made plays, we've gotten the ball inside where we need to, but we don't finish. And, you know, that's been a tale of 2 seasons this year for us, is not having the ability to finish when we get inside like that.
They get it to Harmon. He fires the 3 and hits it. He's got 11, 23-19, so Jasper connects on their first 3. Washington gets the basketball here for the first time in the third quarter. Kyle Mann goes right of the lane, gets cut off at the elbow. They try to throw a back cut. It got in there somehow. Niehaus forced it up. No. Rebound put back up on the weak side by Jones, and he got fouled for the and one.
I believe Harmon's going to pick that foul up.
Kind of Jones gets the foul, or bucket. He's got 5. Harmon gets his second. 23-21 Cats, and now Washington has a chance to cut it to a 1-point lead here. Jones at the line, free throw in the air, good. Jasper 23, Hatchets 22. I'm Kurt Guxel with Jason Stom, Jeremy Marcos with our video here on 18. Jasper up 1 with the ball here in the third quarter. Into the post to Harmon. They fan it out to Kabrick. Good ball movement. Kabrick's 3 off the mark, no good. Man down with the rebound for the Hatchets.
And that's good inside-outside action, you know, where they started on the outside, got it into Harmon.
Mann loaded up the 3, and Niehaus somehow got in there to get the ball and had it knocked away, and the Hatchets will retain possession. 6:09 to go here in the third. 23-22 Jasper. Niehaus Out to Roach at the left elbow. They swing it back to man into the corner to Jones. He's very aggressive, gets cut off on the baseline. Back to Niehaus. He goes to the free throw line. Start, stop, dribble into the lane. Off the glass, no. Rebound, Cats. Nice pitch ahead to Berger. He goes in, had his shot blocked. Nothing wrong with that, though. The Cats got it up in the floor in a hurry and had a chance.
No, that's what you got to do, Craig, or Kurt. You just got to be aggressive with that and go to the hole, and that's what Caleb did. You know, and that's okay that you got that shot blocked, but, you know, you're getting down the floor and you're getting that opportunity, so be aggressive.
Jasper with it. Stom, left corner three, no good. Rebounded by the Hatchets. Washington can take the lead here. It's 23-22 Jasper. Jones out the Reister. Into the corner to Niehaus. He comes off a screen by Roach. Can't really use it. Across the back line to Reister. Short corner to Jones. He just wants to go baseline all the time. He put it up and got fouled. He gets it down there. He's going right to the baseline, right to the basket.
Yeah, he is. And I believe it's Harmon. Harmon picked up his third, so we got to be careful here. The officials seem to be calling a little bit closer after we talked about it at halftime.
Yeah.
That they were letting them bang around in there. Now that, you know, we've already got 3 fouls here in the first few minutes of the second half, and that could present a problem.
Yeah, with Quinton with 3. Jones hits the free throw. Goodhue will come in for Harmon as Jones hits the free throw. Jones, a 6-foot senior for the Hatchets.
Yeah, they start 4 seniors and a sophomore, don't they?
Yep. Washington 9-2, Jasper 8-2. As Jones hits both, he's got 5 in the quarter, and the Hatchets, after Jasper took a 4-point lead at 23-19, have now taken a 24-23 lead. Caleb Berger terminates the dribble. Goes out deep to Stom. He comes off a Goodhue screen. Gets loose in the lane. Got it stripped as he was going to the basket. Out of bounds. Back to the Hatchets. So Jackson Cabrick will throw it in on the baseline. See if the Cats can get an easy bucket off a baseline out of bounds play. Had Goodhue for a moment. They throw it to Stom. Stom, they get in the corner to Berger off a couple of passes. That shot no good. Weak side rebound by Cabrick, and the Cats will recycle. They made the extra pass that time, just couldn't knock down the shot.
Yeah.
Berger in front of John Gable in the Cat bench. Short corner to Goodhue. Nice leave inside to Hope. He couldn't get it. Gets his own reload and scores.
Good job by Elliott. You know, he missed the first one, but he stuck with it and got the rebound and put it right back up. And that's what I like to see is, you know, he didn't hesitate after he got the rebound. He went right back up.
Cats lead by 1, 25-24. Hatchets back on the attack, going to the basket toward their end of the floor. Nice leave inside to Roach, little half hook, and he got the roll off the front of the rim. Hatchets retake the lead, 26-25, as we go back and forth here in this Big 8 affair on 18 WJTS. Cabrick to Stom. He turns back toward the middle, little double pump, couldn't get it to fall. Goodhue got the rebound. Cabrick shot fake, steps behind the line, good. Created some space and hit the jumper. 28-26 Cats. Pace starting to pick up just a bit as well with some movement up and down the floor. Niehaus with it. Triple threat, comes off a screen to the elbow. Now shovels it off. Long jumper is up and good, this time by Jones. Triple. And the Cats now down 29-28. Back and forth we go. Here at J. Jess, Berger near John Gable in the Cat bench. Tries to get it inside, but the ball kicked away. Cats will get it back.
Got to be careful. We don't want to force that thing in there like that. Isaac Day's checking in for Caleb. This is first big minutes that Isaac got in for varsity. He got in the other night against Mount Vernon, I believe, for the first varsity action that he had. And I don't know that he actually thought he would have any minutes out here tonight, in a close game like this or not. But I'll tell you what, he's been very impressive on the JV circuit so far this year. He's probably been the most aggressive and goes to the rim and shot the ball exceptionally well tonight in the JV game. I don't know, they had 3 or 4 probably threes he did himself. So
Washington hit a bunch, man. They were loading it up left and right. Cats won the JV game. Carter Stom with it, 29-28 now, out to Day. Day turns the corner. Goes to Cabrick. He picks up on his dribble. Now out the day. Hatchets by 1. Stom again goes to Hof. Nearly picked off. Stom gets it though, out to Hof. Baseline 3, not good. Rebounded by Day on the weak side. Gets it back to Stom. Uses the pass fake. Nice leave into Goodhue, and he scores. Good pass by Stom into Goodhue, and the Cats back on top.
Nice job of attacking the basket. And when you do that, good things like that can happen. So.
Niehaus left elbow, he pulls up from 15, and just when you think you're going good, Niehaus nails the jumper, and the Hatchets go back and forth here, leading 31-30 now with 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Washington students have shown up, the Jasper students have shown up. Good atmosphere here at JHS. Expect one at Huntingburg Memorial on Saturday night. Down the lane, Goodhue gets it out to Stom, 3 in the air, good.
This is what to me is old school high school basketball here tonight, Kurt, because you've got two good teams, you've got a good game, and you've got a good atmosphere to play it in.
That's the best, man. That's still fun. Man with it. Short corner to Jones, leaves it off for Niehaus. Cats up by 2 here. Into the corner, Jones. This one rattles out. No good. The Cats get the stop they're looking for. They push ahead to Day. He goes inside with a crossover dribble. Gets it back to Cabrick with $1:46 to go. Stom in the left corner. Skips it opposite to Day. He'll load up a 3. No good. Rebound Niehaus.
That's not a bad shot. I mean, he's...
Ooh. Niehaus sidesteps a defender, and he got the bucket. I didn't know how he's going to get that up there, but he just went right around.
Yeah, he did.
Tied at 33 now. Cats back with it offensively. 1:21 to go here in the third. Day with it. Had a good open look the last time down. He couldn't get it to go. Jackson Cabrick now. Washington with that zone, but as soon as that ball goes one way or the other, they are shifting fast. Cabrick with it, drifts it left on the dribble, sends it back out to Day. Hof battles in the high post, 2 guys around him, out to Cabrick. He goes baseline, pulls up from 15, drew contact, he'll shoot it twice.
The thing I've noticed, Kurt, with these 3 guys that they've got at the top of this zone, they're not exceptionally tall, but they're long. Their arms, they put their wingspan out, and they cover a lot of ground when they do that. That's why I think this zone is pretty successful for him.
Cabrick hits the free throw. He's got 14, 4th in the quarter. Back in is Reese Day for the Cats. Next free throw, good by Cabrick. Or now here comes Day.
Yeah, Day's in for.
Yeah, I saw him go to the scorer's table. Now he's in for Cabrick. Jackson probably gets this little 50-second break here into the time or the quarter break, and he'll be back in.
He gets him a little break here. Is probably what that's all about.
Cats lead by 2, 35-33. Hatchets with it on the attack. They're going to spread the floor. Hatchets could get a 2-possession deal here. They'll get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Working out around the perimeter, Cats extending them with their defense. Day out on man. Now to Jones. 23 seconds to go. Hatchets down 2.
This is going to go through Niehaus somehow, some way, I would think.
Man with it with 10.
He's going to come off that screen on that side right there. They did a good job of keeping the ball out of his hands.
Jones with the 3, left it well short, followed by Jones, no good. And Jasper after 3 will take a 35-33 lead to the fourth quarter here on 18 WJTS. Jason and I will step aside. We'll have the fourth quarter after this on 18 WJTS. Welcome back for the fourth quarter. Kurt Guxel filling in for Craig Schneider tonight. Jason Stom, as always, courtside here. 35-33. Cats up by 2 here. As expected, this game is going to be close throughout and probably right down to the wire as the Hatchets bring it in to start the fourth quarter. Jones with it on the right side, out the man. Now Jones, again, he goes hard at the baseline. He's doing that all night. I think he stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, he dribbled it right out of bounds. Obviously in the fourth quarter of a tight game like this, Kurt, turnovers are going to be the big thing. Who can take care of the basketball the best. You can't give away opportunities to score by committing turnovers. So
Stamm with it. Out to Kabrick. Back to Carter Stamm. Short corner, nice look for Hof. He tries to fan it back out. One pass too many, and Jones, the man running the floor, they get the layup.
That's what we were just talking about. You know, both teams come out, first possession of the quarter, and both of them had turnovers.
35-35, Carter Stamm with it. Into the corner, Kabrick, rise and fire, good. Kabrick, second three of the second half. He's got 18, 38-35. Cats by 3, Niehaus. Roach, back to Niehaus. He goes barreling into the lane, comes to a stop. Now man out of control, put it up. Hatchett's tried to save it from going out of bounds. I think it hit the back end of the, well, it's going to be off a Cat. I thought it looked like it hit the back, back of the backboard,
but maybe it did. And again, it's as far away from us as what it can be. So
it's ball tipped as well. So Hatchett's will bring it in baseline out of bounds.
That would have been a good one to take to the review board.
Yes. Now we've got a whistle.
Now I don't know what they're doing.
Must have called a foul on the inbound play on the Cats.
Blood.
Oh, blood, okay. Hof's got some blood, and he's going to have to come out. And Goodhue, I guess, Jace will jump up off the bench here, and they'll take a look at that. Rodney Crawford going to send Hof into the locker room.
Looked like he might have got hit in the mouth or something. He was holding the towel on his mouth, so I don't think it'll be enough to keep him out very long. Get it repaired and get back in there.
Got maybe some blood on the floor, but not too much, or they would have got the cleaner out. But
yeah.
So the Hatchets will bring it in. Cats up 38-35 on the Kabrick triple. 6:45 to go here in the game. Niehaus to inbound for the Hatchets. Looks, gets it into Gear, who's now into the game. Again, he's the only guy that they've played off the bench. Gear to a wide open Jones in the corner. Good. He was wide open.
Yeah, there wasn't nobody within half the court of him.
We're tied at 38, so they match the Kabrick three. Here's Carter Stamm with it. Skips it out to Kabrick. They look short corner. Now back to Carter. Three in the air. This one glances off, no good. Goodhue fights for the rebound. He takes one dribble, gets it back out top. The Cats bring it around the outside. Once again, the ball kicked by Keona Jones, and the Cats will get it back here.
Our shooting percentage still ain't very good tonight.
Not really.
They've
hit a couple of threes here. Carter's got one here in the quarter. Well, Harmon did.
Yeah.
And then Carter and two by Kabrick.
We've had a lot of misses in between.
Yeah, not many twos, in the game as well for that percentage.
Right. And I think, a lot of that has to do with the zone that they're playing. Obviously, It puts, it sets up your outside shots better, but we've had some inside shots too and haven't converted them.
Berger fumbled it momentarily, got it back. Kabrick now to Berger into the corner to Stamm. We're tied at 38, 5:38 to go. Kabrick tries to work off a screen. Gear on him in that zone. They're matching up once somebody gets the ball. Berger with it. Has it on the right side to Goodhue. Short corner right side. Back to Berger. Flips it off to Stamm. Nice pass into Hof out to Kabrick. Another three.
There's
no
the inside,
good.
outside.
Rebounded by Harmon. One bounce. Leaves it inside for Goodhue. Got it and one.
I don't know what they called, though, down here, because Niehaus and Berger were on the ground, and it had nothing to do with the play that was going on. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with here, because the basket went in, but the foul, I believe, was called off of the ball.
See if they count the bucket. Yep. The bucket will count.
And it'll probably be our ball back if they called the foul on Niehaus. Yep. Foul on Niehaus.
So they're not going to give him the and one because Goodhue wasn't really the guy that got fouled.
He wasn't even in the play. Well, he was, but
yeah, nobody close enough to foul him.
No.
Jasper up two, though.
That's a big play there.
Two-possession deal here.
Yeah, you could come out of here with a 2-point lead or a 4 or 5.
40-38, Jasper on top, 4:55 to go. In this one, you get a 4 or 5 point lead, then you can be really patient.
Oh, that's exactly, that's what we were talking about earlier. Oh.
Cats throw it away, and the
That's
Hatchets
not what we wanted.
step right in, and here comes Mann. Washington down 2 with 4:38 to go. Into the corner, Jones was wide open.
He was open
Goodhue
again.
ran out at him. They work it around the outside to Gear. The man, there goes Jones again on that baseline. Cats do a great job there. Roach out to Gear. He doesn't want any part of his shot. Out to Man. Niehaus, 3 in the air right side. No good. Maybe a moving screen. We'll see. And I think
that's what they got him.
Yep.
Somebody was trying to set a screen on Stom as he was trying to get through there, and I think that's what they got him for.
Austin Gear got it. Team's 4th. And the Cats with a 2-point edge here with 4:14 to go in this Big 8 conference affair. Just 4 losses between these two teams. Jasper 8-2, the Hatchets 9-2. Cats lost to Boonville and Wrights. Heritage Hills and Bar Eve, the losses for Washington. Stom, nice look inside for Berger, takes it up in traffic and scores.
That's a nice cut. Caleb made a nice cut from the top of the key, and Stom did a good job of seeing him and got the ball in there. And Caleb's the smallest guy on the floor and was able to get it up there. So
Cats by 4 here. Niehaus off a couple of different screens, goes into the lane, off-balance shot, and a whistle, and I think a blocking foul on the floor before Niehaus can get it to the
Berger
rim.
or Stom. I think Stom got it.
That's 3 on Carter. Just the 3rd team foul here. Niehaus to bring it in on the baseline, lobs it for Roach. Got to look for Niehaus off the screen. There it is. He comes penetrating into the lane, throws it up, no, but he got impeded. He'll shoot it twice.
Harmon, I believe, is going to pick that one up. And in high school basketball, Kurt, anytime you're able to get to the basket the way Niehaus and the way Kabrick and Lander down at Wrights, anytime you have that ability that those guys do, how many times does it end up in a foul with a chance to shoot free throws?
Yeah, that's why you got to work the inside out. I mean, and it doesn't always have to be the big guys getting stuff inside. You're right, the guards need to penetrate. Niehaus misses the free throw, which is good. He's got 8 in the game.
I'm guessing he don't miss many of those.
Probably not. He's about a 15-point per night scorer. Next free throw is up and good by Niehaus. 42-39, the Hatchets trail. The Cats with it offensively. Just 3:26 left to go in this game. John Gable wants a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Cats 42, Hatchets 39. Jason and I will be back with more Wildcat basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Yes, Cats lead 42-39, 3:24 to go here in this high school basketball game. Washington and Jasper meeting for the final time as Big 8 conference combatants. They'll still play Washington out of conference. So Jasper will bring it in. Big possession here. You get up maybe 4 or 5, 6, and you can dictate the game for the final 3 minutes of this one. Berger with it out front. Out the Stom on the high left wing, guarded by Reister. Leaves it back for Berger. Berger stops the dribble. He's in a bit of a jam. Gets it to Carter. Back to Caleb now. Cats even now can be patient. Don't have to take a hurried shot or a shot that's really not there.
No.
Kabrick out near the timeline behind the volleyball line. Flips it off to Berger. Now back to Kabrick. Kabrick looks left. Fires in the middle of Harmon. Fans it out to Stom. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound inside tip. Nice rebound by Goodhue. Brings it back out. Berger penetrates in the lane. Leaves it at Goodhue. Out to Berger. Little short warm-up jumper, and he hit it.
That was a lot of short interior passing that, sometimes can be trouble, but luckily they found their way to the guy they were headed to. So
good catch by Goodhue with that ball at his ankles.
Yeah.
Now Niehaus on the other end misses a chippy that he usually hits, and Jasper with a 5-point lead with 2:22 to go can dictate here.
That was a smart move.
Yeah, Carter brought it back out. Kabrick now good, or Harmon 3, no good. Probably
that's
what they really didn't need. John Gable and
the
staff jumped up off the bench, but
we did a good job of not taking a hurried shot and then turned around and made 2 passes and did.
Hatchets with 2 minutes to go have Niehaus out to Jones. Wide open 3, no good. Rebound Reister inside, leaves it off for Niehaus, puts it up and scores.
Got to block out. Can't allow him to have more than one shot, and that's what happened right there. I mean, you forced him to take a tough shot and then let him have the rebound.
John's going to call a timeout with 1:48 to go. Probably go over the offensive strategy here for the final 1:48. Jasper up 3, 44-41. We'll take a break. We'll have more Wildcat basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Jasper 44, Hatchets 41. Big crowd on hand out here at JHS as Jasper trying to hold on and get a huge win here against the Washington Hatchets. 44-41 our score. The Cats will bring it the length. The Hatchets with only 4 team fouls, so they'll have to commit a couple here to get Jasper in the bonus if they have to send the Cats to the line to get the ball back. Oh, and they call a push-off on the opposite arm for Berger as he tried to fend off the defense. John Gable not exactly happy with that one.
Called him on the hook. I guess he said once he got around him, he hooked him with his off arm, which I don't know.
Caleb's
it's kind
second.
of a tough call.
Right. Jasper's 5th team foul, so in case they need to foul later.
But Washington came out there in a half-court trap and kind of threw us for not a loop, but, you know, it.
Now the Hatchets throw the ball away as Roach was diving inside. The ball went out to the wing. Washington, at the beginning, contended that it went off a tip Jasper hand, but it really didn't change that much direction. It went sailing out there, so that usually means it didn't get tipped. Berger with it. Cats up 3. Gets it a head ball kicked, I believe, right in front of the Cat bench. 119 to go, 44-41. Again, Washington with 14 fouls. At some point, they're going to have to put the Cats at the line if Jasper can take care of the basketball. Cabrick gets it to Berger. Berger with it. Leaves it ahead to Goodhue.
I'm not sure he's the guy you want out there.
Way out there.
We've got to be strong with the basketball.
Stom gets fouled. That's team foul number 5 on the Hatchets. Coach Albrand and their staff, they want everybody out on the perimeter to kind of spread the floor out a little bit and help Goodhue if he does get the ball out there for a release valve. 44-41.
I'll tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me, Kurt, to bring Day in to help with the ball.
Now
handling.
the Hatchets steal the ball. Mann had it knocked out of his hands after the steal and a whistle and a Wildcat foul.
Berger, I believe.
Boy, the Hatchets just picked the pocket right there.
I mean, we got to have ball handlers out there, and it's nothing against Goodhue, but you know we can't have him handling the ball out there at half court.
Berger got the foul, the 16th foul on Jasper. Washington still down 3. Niehaus gets the double team. Baseline Roach. He doesn't want any part of a shot. Out to Reister. He doesn't either. Mann, Jones, and Niehaus are the guys to shoot. Niehaus, top of the point, a long 2. A 1-point Jasper lead. Niehaus hits the long 2. 40 seconds to go. Now we've got a whistle and a foul on the Hatchets right before they would have stole the ball.
Yeah, that was luck. We lucked out there because they had a steal and a layup going the other way.
So the Hatchets pick up their 16th foul, unless they've, 6th.
Yeah, they got one more.
Didn't put the board or this foul up right away.
Next foul either way puts them in the team in the bonus. So.
Jasper up 1, 44-43, 38 seconds to go. Berger with the ball. He gets double teamed. Now to Goodhue. Harmon had Carter on a back cut. They didn't see him. Now Cabrick, they ran a guy at him. He gets it in the middle to Berger, out to Stom. To Harmon. We'll see how quick Washington fouls, and there it is.
I was going to say, that's what you got to do there. You want to move the basketball. Don't hold it for him. Don't be selfish and look to – I want to be the guy shooting the free throws. If you pass the ball, they ain't got anybody to foul.
Right, and by the time you want to hold the ball, that's when they bring that extra defender and tip it away from behind. But if you move the ball, there's no way they can get to it.
That's exactly right.
Harmon with the 1 in the bonus, and he misses it. Hatchets get the rebound, down 1 with 20 seconds to go. Hang on.
Yep.
Right here. And Gene Miller wants a timeout. Cats 44, Hatchets 43, 16.4 seconds to go. We'll step aside. We'll have more Wildcat basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Kurt Gooksell, Jason Stom back to JHS. Jasper guarding a 1-point lead with 16 seconds to go. Washington will have the ball on their end of the court, as you can see. Jones will bring it in. And now they're going to say where the ball needs to be brought in from. It was right in front of the scores table, yeah. Man, it's a weird thing here. We talked about during the break, will the Cats scramble, run a guy at the ball? Will they, try to wall off the middle? And, again, you don't want to foul, but you also don't want to give them an easy basket either. But if you're going to give them an easy basket, you might as well make them earn it at the stripe if you're beat.
If you're beat, you might as well hammer them and make them earn them at the free throw line.
Right down to the wire, as you would expect. These two teams with almost identical records and two really good programs. The Hatchets bring it in with 16 seconds to go. They'll drop it into the forecourt. Cats made them take it across the timeline. Man, now to Keanu Jones. We got to look for Niehaus. Niehaus with it. Goes out to Jones with 8 seconds. Back to Niehaus. They run two guys at him. Niehaus tries to turn the corner, gets walled off with 4. Niehaus rises, top of the circle. No good, and the Cats are going to win it. Niehaus was off balance. He had a pretty good look, but it came up empty.
Yeah, he did.
And the Cats did make him work. They didn't give him anything easy in that final 13 seconds. They made him work, worked off some screens.
They had two guys chasing him and hounding him, and
like I said, it was an open look, but it wasn't an easy look. By the time he got the ball back, he had to be tired because he was running around.
I mean, he was dribbling and he was doing everything he could to get open to where he could shoot the ball.
And the thing about that is, a lot of times they say, shoot that ball with 4 seconds to go. Maybe you get the offensive rebound. By the time he took it, and that was credit to the Cats that they didn't give him a shot or a look early. And once he shot it and missed it, it was going to be over. And the Jasper Wildcats, in a low-scoring affair, win 44-43 over the Washington Hatchets here this evening in this Big 8 conference affair. Jason, I'll be back to look at the scoring in this one. We'll probably have a visit with the coaching staff as well. This is Wildcat Basketball on 18 WJTS. Kirk Kuchsel, Jason Stein back at JHS, 44-43 our final. Jasper wins it. They hold off a threat by Washington at the very end. Jackson Cabrick had 18. All through 3 quarters, knocked down 2 threes in the third quarter as he had a nice ball game, at least through those 3 quarters. Did a nice job on Niehaus, as did the rest of the Wildcats defensively there in that last stand. Quentin Harmon, he had a second half 3 for 11 points in the game. 4 for Caleb Berger, a couple of nice shots in the paint in the second half, or actually in the fourth quarter. Elliot Hof had 4. Carter Stamm, a third quarter triple for the Wildcats. He had 3, and 2 for Jace Goodhue. 14 for Keanu Jones. Niehaus had 13. Started to heat up in the second half. He had 9 of those. 8 in the game for Kyle Mann with 6 points in the first half on a couple of 3-pointers. 4 for Lance Roach and 3 for Logan Reister. The Hatchets on the ball game had 6 3-pointers. The Cats had 4, all coming in that third quarter. And Jason, we talked about it before the game. The defense was going to have to be big tonight, and it certainly was. You hold Washington or any high school team to 43 points. Yeah. Most nights you got a good chance of winning, and especially there at the end. Man, it's tough when either you're down 1 or up 1 at the end of these games, and the Cats were up 1, and you're on pins and needles hoping you get a stop, hoping you don't let their guys that are good get an open look. You're hoping you don't foul, and none of those things happened other than Niehaus had a decent look, but again, it was highly contested because he was coming off a screen and, didn't have a chance to set and shoot. But I think the Cats basically won this game on defense because, again, the shots didn't fall earlier, but they, hold Washington to 4 3-points, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And we talked about that before the game a little bit about Jasper's defensive effort that they've put forth the last few nights or the last few games, and tonight was no different. I mean, like you said, you hold any high school team to 43 points, and you've got a very good chance to win that game. And I think, Coach Gable or whoever comes up here to talk after a while, that's probably going to be one of their big things that they talk about is the defense again. And I think that's a credit to these kids because, defense is it's not a glorified thing. You don't get your name in the paper because you played great defense. You get your name because you score or whatever. And we have a lot of unselfish kids on this team that accept that role to go out there and to play the defense that they need to play to help the team win. And I think that's, one of the things that it's a credit for the group, because they're all willing to do whatever they need to do to help the group win. So I think, overall, coaching staff will be pleased with the, not only the outcome, but the effort and the defensive they put forth tonight.
Yeah, great win for the Cats, 44-43. Well, Jason, thanks a lot for putting up with me tonight instead of Craig. We finally get to work with each other. That's awesome. I really appreciate all the things that you and Craig do for us on 18 WJTS. Games like these are a lot of fun.
Oh, they are.
It was certainly fun tonight with you.
Yeah, it was. I appreciate this opportunity, and it is fun to come out here and get to do something, and not only watch, but get to be around the game that I love to be around, and to get to sit here and
probably helps you calm nerves with the sun playing too, right?
It does somewhat, So, yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, Jason, we'll see you. You guys will have the Forest Park game next week. Nice job tonight.
All right, thanks.
Wildcats win at 44-43 tonight over the Washington Hatchets. When we come back, we'll visit with a member of the Jasper coaching staff. This is Wildcat basketball on 18 WJTS. Back at JHS, Cats get a 44-43 win over the Washington Hatchets in a game that went right down to the wire. Happy to be joined by varsity assistant Jason Albrand. And Jason, what a game. Nice atmosphere. Two good teams, two well-coached teams, and you guys get the win. What were the keys tonight?
Well, like you said, it was just a great night all around from the fans, the crowd. Both teams, I thought, just played extremely hard. Both teams were disciplined defensively, and we're going to make it tough for their team to score. I thought, for us able to come out in that third quarter, we finally broke the lid on the three-point line.
4 threes.
And hit some shots from the arc, which I thought was a key, because, in the first half, we had good looks. We had 5 or 6 guys wide open and just weren't falling, and then how it is, it starts getting mental. But, I thought defensively we held them to 2 points in the second quarter. So although we weren't scoring a lot early on, I thought our defensively we just did an outstanding job of keeping those guys in check, which enabled us when we got hot to get that lead and to hold on at the end barely.
They get the ball with 13 seconds left. You're up 1. A lot of things I'm sure go through the coaches and players' minds. I mean, you don't want to give them a good look, but you also don't want to foul them if they're driving.
Yeah.
Or if they're going to get a chippy, then you hammer them to make them earn it. So what's going through your mind when they get the ball with 14 seconds to go? It looked like you guys defended well. You knew Niehaus was going to run around off screens. He had a decent look, but he had to work for that look. So what was the plan there at the end?
Well, for the most of the game, we were paying attention to 3 of their 5 guys, and we're going to give a couple guys some shots because we had to give so much help to Niehaus. They moved so well without the ball, and so that last possession we went to straight man and switched everything. And I thought our kids did a great job of communicating the switch, and we jumped out and he didn't want to give it up, and we made him work for it, and he worked for it, and he got a pretty decent look. He's a heck of a player, so I thought we went to, like I said, we kind of switched up from we call it a kind of a triangle and I guess 2 in a way, but went to a man-to-man that down the stretch and switched everything.
So it's, I believe, 6 in a row, and it's been a good stretch. Again, you talked about the defense, but it looks like things are starting to come together a little bit.
Well, it's always, we needed games like tonight. In the last,
right.
Well, I think we've won, I'm not sure you said in a row, 5 or 6 in a
now,
row.
Yeah.
And of those 5 games, the majority of those weren't real close down the stretch. So for us to be here tonight and playing against a good team in a loud environment, and we need this. We need this to know how to handle ourselves. We had a few moments, I thought, down the stretch where we, have to do a better job next time. But until you're in the moment, until you experience that, it's hard to practice that kind of situation. So, I just think that one consistent all year occurs. These guys have really worked hard. I mean, we're not the prettiest to watch at times offensively, but outside of from a couple days this week, I can't think of one time we didn't practice hard. I think our kids get along, they push each other, and they really take care of one another.
Well, you're at 9-2 now. Washington 9-3. As the fans watch this later on tonight, you make the short trip to Southridge to take on the Raiders. Again, it's the only time that you'll play them. It'll be a good atmosphere. Huntingburg Memorial Gym is cool. Always a good game. What do you expect out of that game? I'm sure right now there are a lot of unknowns going into that thing, but it should be fun.
It always is, and I know they got beat their last time out, so I'm sure they're going to be a little refocused. Going over there is never easy. It's going to be a typical county rival. I think it's going to be a physical game. I think it'll be a game that they're going to probably want to play. Low-scoring game, try to keep it kind of like tonight, more of a possession game. So hopefully we got something left in the tank after tonight. We had a lot of guys play a lot of minutes and a lot of guys that played extremely hard. So get some rest tonight, and we'll come in tomorrow. That's one of the disadvantages. Southbridge didn't have a game tonight, so they were able to kind of plan and prep for us most of the week. And we obviously our focus was on Washington, and so now we'll have to kind of regroup here and watch some film tonight. And we did watch a little bit. We haven't let the kids know, but we'll talk about them tomorrow, and looking forward to it.
All right, should be a lot of fun at Huntingburg Memorial Gym later on tonight. Jason, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for being here, Kurt. Maybe it's you. You get more.
Yeah, kicking Craig out of the broadcast booth, and he'll be not allowed to come back. But, man, enjoy this one, man. It's not easy to win, and especially against a team like Washington.
Great night for high school sports, high school basketball.
Congratulations. We'll see you later on. That is Jasper varsity assistant Jason Allbrand. Cats win at 44-43 over the Washington Hatchets. That'll wrap things up tonight here from JHS. Again, you'll see the Jasper Southbridge game that will be played later on tonight, Saturday evening, in a 7:30 tip. You'll see that Sunday afternoon at 1. I'll have it with John Schneider as we bring it to you from Huntingburg Memorial Gym. The Cats win at 44-43. That'll wrap things up for Jeremy Marcos with our video. Jason Stamm, who does a great job with Craig Schneider on most of the games, did a great job here tonight with me. So for Jason, Jeremy, and Jason Allbrand, I'm Kurt Gooksall saying good night from JHS.